We first heard about the project from being in Houston, and being around the Pots. We were really pretty much just excited about whatever Jackson Potts was doing. He'd come to shows and he'd film stuff, and his father Jack is a friend of ours and has taken photography for the 71's, whenever we want him to. And so essentially, Jack and I were just talking one day, and he was telling me about sort of the vision he had for Africa and for Jackson, and really just it was kind of almost what it seemed like, just an extension of who he was and who his family was, and that's how we came to learn about the project, and it interested me a ton because being a Christian as well. I love the idea of not only someone like Jack, but someone like Jackson using everything they have to give back to the community of faith, and more importantly to a group of people that are in desperate need. And I thought that was one of the most amazing things I'd ever heard. The 71's are an interesting band. We are a band of guys who kind of cut their teeth playing worship music in the church. It's one thing to be a band and to try to run it as a business, or to be a band and try to run it as a ministry, but to do everything you have, to do everything you do, and to use everything you have ultimately for someone else's greater good is something very few people are doing. And the Pots are a family like that, and that's why it's so inspiring to watch them, because you go, oh, well, our band doesn't have to look like this band or that band. We can just be us. God's going to carve a path, and along the way there are going to be open hands and open hearts who need love and need help, and we're going to seize those opportunities however we can do it. That's the neat thing about Through the Eyes of a Child, is I feel that's exactly what Jack and Jackson are doing. They're not inserting themselves into a program. They're going somewhere and helping a body of people, a group of people, to create something and be a part of something that is then going to give back to the group of. It's just, the whole thing is just, it's so cool. And I guess tying back to the song that we're contributing to, it Ain't Giving Up. The song goes, I got no need for this distraction. This is a rock and roll reaction. And to me, and that's just a very simple opening line, but to me, their life is just a reaction to the needs that they see. Here in Houston, they help bands like us, but then even across the ocean in the communities that they're going to go help in Africa. So the reason the story of Through the Eyes of a Child is not only inspiring to me, but it's so exciting, is because missions happen all the time, and it's a wonderful thing, and it's something my wife loves to be a part of. She goes to India, she goes to Honduras, and I love hearing about her trips. I've just never heard about a group of people, a father-son team, to start. That's amazing, that are willing to go into a place and live there, and and give with their hands, their feet, and get to action by helping people there. But not only do they help while they're there, but they create something and that tells a story for us back at home. And that story then financially goes back to the people in need, and it goes back to the people that they're actually telling the story. So in a way, Jack and Jackson are really just kind of two-way messengers. They're going there to tell the story of how Christ is in desperate and just overwhelming love with this village. But then they're also coming back to tell the story of these people to you and I, who are living here in the States and would have no idea about this village. And that's amazing to me. The idea that we're going to create something out of nothing about the very people that we're trying to help, and that creation is then going to financially bless the lives of the people that it's about, and it's also going to bless the lives of the people that are interacting with it and are purchasing it by helping them understand the story of God's redemption. and the story that they can be a part of, like Jack and Jackson are going to be a part of. I've just never heard of something like that, and it really inspired me as a songwriter to realize that what a wonderful thing it would be to be able to go to a place, have the culture influence you, write songs, and then you just give them the work that you made, and because Jack and Jackson are pros, the thing's going to look amazing. People are going to buy it, and all that money's going to go to buy medication, food, education, ministry opportunities. It's a very special thing. I've never heard of anything like it, and it's the first thing that I've ever been like, I really need to find a way to be a part of this, and if nothing at all, to try and go with them, that would be amazing. So that's a dream of ours. It would be great to go on the second round and get to do what they're doing photographically, musically. That would be awesome for the 71's. And we're going to try everything we can to make it happen in the near future. But for right now, we're just excited for Jackson and Jack, and you should be too. It's going to be a neat story. For more information about the 71's and our music and what we're doing, please visit the71's.com, the71s.com. And more importantly, please check in with AfricaThroughTheEyesOfAChild.com to follow Jackson on his journey and to become part of it yourself.